Alice, let's try to talk to the Undertaker. Good morning.
This must be my lucky day. I haven't seen so many visitors for years.
I thought cemeteries received hundreds of people a day.
Not this one, Beefcake. Only a few people can afford to tread the precious pebbles of the King Larry.
Beefcake, huh? Well, she had better taste than she looked.
As a result, I'm stuck here alone all the livelong day. It's deadly boring. Do you get it?
Listen, we'd really like to chat with you, but we're in a rush. We're trying to find some crypts, ancient crypts to be precise.
Do you see that tree? Follow that path and you'll find them in front of you.
Thanks.
Hey, wait for me. Wow, this cemetery's got something about it.
The farther we proceed, it gradually becomes more ancient. What's wrong?
I have good news and bad news. Do you see those two near the crypt?
The blonde and the goon? Don't tell me that...
Yep, Eugene and Mama. Bradwed's henchmen I faced in Miami.
Ouch!
Hey, relax. This guy's already handled them successfully a couple of times.
No, Lars, you're on my foot.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And the good news?
Well, at least they saved us the trouble of searching for the crypt. It's surely the one they are guarding.
Entering will be more difficult than expected.
Fortunately, neither of them shines with acumen. With the right idea and a bit of luck, we can make it.
We have to find a way to distract them and open the crypt as fast as we can.
A two-phase plan. I like it.
It'll be quicker if we split the tasks. You take care of the crypt, I'll deal with those two.
You're crazy. I can't let you do it. Even if Mama looks like a pig with a wig, she has no scruples. And if she sees you...
Listen, they're forced to stay in the vicinity of the crypt, right? So if I keep my distance, I won't endanger myself. You go back to Quentin's pub and find a way to access the crypt. I'll try to push them as far as possible from the area. From intern to action hero in no time, right?
Alice.
Get out of here before I change my mind.
Be careful, okay?
What's the big deal? Distracting two killers? Child's play. A bunch of dry and crispy leaves with the 1,000 colors of a European autumn. A surveillance camera. This one in particular looks defective and captures nothing, but there could be others. I could use them to dig up information on our enemies. I have to access the recordings. It's probably just some silliness put there by children, or a smartass. Have you got a minute?
I have all day if you want.
Can you give me some information on this cemetery?
The King Larry is a very exclusive place. New families are not allowed in very easily. This stuff is all hundreds of years old. Most of the crypts in here date back before 1600, can you imagine?
How many people work here exactly?
It's just me and Matthew, the janitor and handyman. He doesn't do anything but clean. He never even finds 5 minutes to chat.
Do you know anything about the visitors who are now in the crypt area?
You mean that rude blonde in the company of that big dude? I believe they're hiding a secret.
Are you serious?
Of course. He's her sexual toy boy.
I hope not, or we'd have to add incest to their substantial pile of sins. I didn't think graveyards had such state-of-the-art surveillance systems.
The King Larry has many ancient tombstones, and some of them are crammed full of jewels or marble statues. A thief could acquire a real fortune in here.
Can I take a look at the video recordings from the last 2 days?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't let anyone come in. However, I can come out if you like. We could talk about our dreams, about our hopes for the future.
I don't have much of those. I'm just an intern. Ex-intern, to be precise. Time's running out, and I have to check those recordings. I need a way to get the Undertaker out of her guardhouse. I'll keep exploring these quiet places.
Always alone.
I'll take the wire. Maybe I can use them somehow. I don't really like this idea very much, but I have no time to take things easy.
Fire! Fire!
We need some water, quick!
There's a little fountain on the other side of the cemetery.
I have only a few minutes. I must hurry. I can't believe my eyes. This camera caught a sunny day in England. Judging by the description Lars gave me, that must be Father Carlo. Further proof we identified the right crypt. This camera is covered by something. Oh no, I didn't realize I was caught on camera. This distorting effect is horrible. That's why the camera at the entrance doesn't capture anything. It's broken. Here's our 2 henchmen arriving. What's the woman doing? Am I wrong, or is she... Of course, she's locking the car with the remote control. I can hear footsteps getting closer. Better scram. Just in time. So that red car is Mama's and Eugene's. I'm becoming a good detective. Let's take a closer look. Mama left the window slightly lowered. I'd call that a rare stroke of luck. An old trick I saw in many movies with my dad. All right, I'm about to squeeze inside the car of a killer. No one in sight. It's make or break time. Another old film noir trick. You have to be mentally disturbed to hang a doll like this in your own car. These guys are sick. It's closed with a small lock. My God, it's... I haven't held a gun since my years in the academy. Besides, knowing that someone might have been killed by this very one. The car is angled downhill. Releasing the handbrake, it would roll away, probably to crush something. Seems like a valid plan to me. I'd say I'm finished here. Better get back to the pub to explain my idea to Lars.
So you light the fuse.
And then you run.
And are you sure this will cause enough of an explosion?
It depends on the gunpowder, but yes, it should blow the lock.
Lars, are you involving a stranger?
Involving in what? Good old Christian here was just helping me solve a little domestic problem.
It often happens. You install a nice armored front door to keep out the ill intention, but then you forget the keys in the house and you can't enter anymore. Fortunately, you didn't lower the anti-theft hook. Otherwise, even the dynamite wouldn't have been enough.
Dynamite?
Maybe that's an exaggeration. Just a little tiny charge.
Well, Christian, I really must thank you. If it weren't for you, I would probably be sleeping on a bench tonight.
It was nothing. Let's have a drink one of these nights.
Bah. So this is your plan?
I know it's crazy, but we must get in fast, even if you provide us with the best of diversions. Anyway, what's your status?
I identified Mama's car and managed to force my way in. The car's on a slope, so if I release the handbrake, it should loudly crash.
Alice, I did not expect that from you. Breaking into cars, creating plans to destroy another's property. I'm proud of you.
And now?
As planned, give me time to manufacture an explosive. The most complicated part will be to find something that serves as a powerful detonator.
Something like this?
You are the best assistant in the world.
Wrong, Lazarus Bundy. I'm not your assistant, remember?
You're right. So, wait for me here, partner.
So, are you single?
Oh, gosh.
The final madness of Lazarus Bundy was about to start. The main event, so to speak. The guy at the table had even scribbled down how to manufacture a handmade explosive stick. I doubted Quentin would let me take it, but I could use it on the spot. I couldn't believe what I saw. A little delicious, intoxicating pistachio. And it was mine. All mine. For my little project, I needed some gunpowder, so I removed the bullets from the weapon Alice gave me. Do you want some pistachios?
I saw you when you picked it up from the floor, so I'll pass.
Do you want some pistachios?
Nah, if you found it in here, it must be at least 15 years old.
Do you want some pistachios?
It's all furry and sooty. What the hell did you do with it?
Hey there.
Can't you wait 8 minutes or so, damn it? I bet my monthly wage on this match.
I'll be quick, I promise. I suppose you're familiar with this area.
Not much. I have everything I need right here.
So you don't know anything about the King Lyrie?
The cemetery. A dusty but ritzy place. You'd like it. Why don't you go right now?
I've already been there, actually.
Well, go back there and leave me alone once and for all.
I worked in a bar once.
I'm not hiring.
Are you sure? I make amazing cocktails.
We don't serve cocktails here. This is a pub with dignity.
Do you also sell strong stuff here?
Finally, you order something. I was starting to believe you were only here to make me miss the highlights.
Nice whiskey, please.
Whiskey? Pah! You Americans really don't know how to enjoy things.
I'm not exactly American. What do you suggest?
The English nectar par excellence, of course. Gin, born in the Middle Ages as a medicine and surviving until today with the same identical role.
Is gin a medicine?
A medicine for the soul. Wait there. Enjoy it. Feel its soft and warm caress sliding down your gullet.
Yeah, I'll let it breathe for a bit first.
It's £8.
It's a bit dark around here.
You think so too? I was considering putting some 150-watt bulbs on the counterboard of the bar.
I was being ironic. This pub alone can enlighten the entire neighborhood.
England is a pretty rainy place, and I try to remedy that however I can, okay? Actually, you know what? Hey! What's happening to the electrical system?
You know what? The atmosphere has improved.
But I can't even see the tip of my nose.
Exactly. Much better than before.
I'm missing the old match.
Yeah, well, it seems deadly boring to me.
Turn on that goddamn light!
I already had enough fun behind Quentin's back. Do you want some pistachios?
I prefer to use my mouth for talking, thanks. By the way, would you like... Always alone. Pfft.
Do you want some pistachios?
No, I'm fine, thanks. I've just eaten the biggest plate of fish and chips of all time. I have vinegar coming out of my ears.
Bunch of ingrates. The candle wax would be useful to seal my explosive.
What are you doing?
I'm interested in this candle.
This isn't a souvenir shop. Oh, I can't believe people. He'd be interested.
Fine, fine, I get it. I'll keep my hands to myself.
Don't climb, mate. You could fall and break your head.
Well, it's nice to see you worry about me.
I'm not worried about you. I'm worried for me. Do you know how much work it is digging a grave?
Hey,
Do you need something?
I just wanted a word with you. I am Lazarus Bundy, and I come from Miami.
I'm Matthew, and I come from the dust.
What?
Oh, you know, from dust you have come and to dust you shall return. I was trying to stay in character, to make your visit to the cemetery more immersive.
You just gave me the chills. You worked at the library long?
Nah, I found this amazing job just a couple of months ago.
You're being sarcastic, right?
This is a cemetery reserved for nobles and aristocrats, with a minimum turnout of visitors. I pretend to clean, sometimes I sweep up a few leaves. A real godsend. The most complex task I have to deal with is the maintenance of the tombstones. You know, making the inscriptions, being sure they don't break, stuff like that.
But don't you feel a deep sense of responsibility towards the people buried here?
Let's put it this way, none of my customers have ever complained about the service.
What can you tell me about the Undertaker?
Oh, she's one of the plagues of Egypt. She'd be able to babble 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without interruption.
I'll leave you, to your work. Unfortunately, it was locked, and I couldn't see anything useful in the side compartment. That tombstone had to be a work in progress, judging by the adjacent toolbox and the absence of any engravings. It was Matthew who handled that, but at the moment, that deadbeat was hanging out on the other side of the cemetery. So Matthew was responsible for the tombstones, among other things. An idea came to mind.
What was that noise?
Oh, something hit a tombstone in the works and cracked it.
Really? That's great.
Great.
Of course, because I will be forced to call Matthew in and I will finally have someone to talk to.
I'll call him for you. I'm sure he'll be delighted. Hey. I think your jury colleague needs you.
Oh no, please. Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. There's a tombstone to fix as soon as possible, at the entrance.
Oh, how devastatingly boring. She'll make my ears bleed with her endless chatter.
After I got rid of Matthew, I prepared to tear apart that section of the cemetery. The tarp was tied with a rubber wire. While I'm at it, I'd pick that up too. That's the reason why the tarp was there. A defective surveillance camera, which emitted dangerous electrical sparks. So the camera still contained a tape, although it was evidently out of order. I'd be electrocuted to death. The cable wasn't insulating rubber, so it wouldn't burn me. Not while the guy was leaning on the tombstone. Hey, I'd put some ice on that foot. Maybe I went a bit overboard with the brute force, but then again, I was in a rush. I found some adhesive tape and a wonderful pincher. What a haul. That would make the wax more malleable. Soaking it in the gin, I'd made it flammable. Perfect for extracting some gunpowder. What can I say? Green dart would definitely leave this world with a bang. I first had to seal the handlebar, or the powder could blow away to the four winds. My stick was only missing a fuse. In addition to the fuse, I used the scotch tape to affix the stick to the crypt gate. With that done, I had finally completed my little destruction work. I just had to find a way to light it. That was my junk. If Alice... Great. At the right moment, I'd light the stick using those sparkles. A quick phone call to Alice, and we could define the last details. So, that's the plan in broad terms. It's a bit risky, but it's the best we have.
Lars, I'm not sure anymore. What if you can't stop Redwood?
In that case, contact Burton. Old Seamus will listen to you. You tell him that I couldn't make it.
All right. Yes. Okay. I'm going. Lars.
Yeah?
I just wanted to say that, I mean, if we...
I know, Alice.
Really?
Yeah. I can't wait to celebrate like screaming monkeys at Quentin's pub as well.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I... Okay, yes. We'll celebrate tonight.
I really did know, Alice.
Here we go. There will be no going back after pulling this handbrake.
What a mess. I hope they have car insurance.
I guess someone should tell them.
Matthew took the rest of the day off. His foot was swollen like a raft. I'll go personally to chat. Inform them. Hey, blokes. Is the red beater parked outside the graveyard yours?
What if it is?
It just crashed into a priceless vintage car. If I were you, I'd moved away as soon as possible.
What? How?
You always forget to yank the pool brake, Mama!
Damn it! Move, Morticia!
The long-awaited moment of fireworks had come.
They're coming, Carlo. Fulfill your duty one last time, and I'll free you.
stuck your nose where it doesn't belong. One too many, dwarf. Now, be still while I take him and finish the job.
There's no time to lose. We have to break in now.
Don't take another step.
Father Carlo, we don't have time for this. Listen to reason.
I can't. I just can't. The fog is thick. In this place more than anywhere else.
This is not a common tomb. The symbols on the walls, the decorations, the sarcophagus.
It's a Rosicrucian mausoleum. We found the place where the soldiers brought the Count of Cagliostro's corpse.
Here flows one of the biggest natural energy sources in the world. Redwed is channeling it in the ritual. His powers have never been stronger than now.
You must try to counter it. Open your eyes for God's sake.
God abandoned me into the hands of the devil. He created me from the mud, and then left someone else to mold me.
Radwed manipulated you, corrupting your mind, depriving you of your faith, even of your sister.
Marie is safe, far away from all this.
Unfortunately, she also fell victim to this senseless war. I was there when it happened.
No, Radwed swore that.
He'd say anything to complete his work. Don't you see that he's used you as a puppet?
Stand back! Don't force me to take your life.
I have more important things to protect than my own life.
You have the strength and the confidence that I never found in myself. But I can still make up for my mistakes. Our souls will burn together in hell, servant of the snake.
I don't serve anyone. But everyone will serve me now.
No.
Too late.
God, please, forgive me if you can.
You used the right word to describe this man. Puppet. You are all puppets in my hands now. Gentlemen, let's all get comfortable.
What the hell?
This power is an abomination.
Have you really sacrificed your son?
I won't harm a single hair of his. This baby is the blood of my blood, and that makes him ideal for my plan. The deep hate I generated in Mulzberg was enough to fabricate the Hand of Glory. He was convinced he was my right man. The poor fool. Sure, I had to give up an arm, but no matter. I acquired a brand new one.
How could I not see that? The mirror is the link to the afterlife. A portal that allowed you to communicate with the world of the spirits. The Hand of Glory and its control over that world. Combining the two powers.
I will transfer my soul into the body of my son. The only 100% compatible receptacle. This is my masterpiece. What every alchemist in history has sought all their lives. The real Philosopher's Stone.
Then, behind the devil, an angel with a fluttering white tuft appeared. We needed to give Alice the chance to act, but despite the power of the sigil and Emmett, I wasn't able to move. Then,
The Grandmaster was right about you.
I remembered that I wasn't fighting the battle alone.
You're nothing more than a lunatic. A megalomaniac madman.
Do not dare to judge me. What do you think you achieved? You and your Grandmaster. History won't remember you. It will never even know you existed.
Some stories must be kept hidden. Yours is one of those.
A last pitiful attempt.
Anything but useless, though.
Nothing is created, nothing is destroyed, everything is transformed. It's a law that always fascinated me. I'm anxious to test its validity.
Radwid, stop!
No! And now that we're finally alone, it's your turn, you pathetic crab.
Shut your mouth once and for all, even if it's the last thing I do in my life.
You still have a few tricks up your sleeve. I'm impressed.
The Sigillum Emeth absorbed part of Radwid's power. Maybe I would still be able to stop him.
Come on, detective. Bring it on. Irrelevant as ever. I wonder why the doctor chose you. I bet you don't even understand yet how to use my mirror. You have it with you, don't you? It's time to end this. Look carefully, Lazarus Bundy. Look into the black well of your soul and lose yourself inside it.
It's all right. Quiet now. I'll take you away from here, all right? Oh no.
Mama was right that someone was trying to take the baby away.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is my son, and we are leaving, if you don't mind.
Put the baby down, miss, please. Keep watch, Eugene, she tell. And don't let anybody get out alive.
No, wait. I feel my breath failing. I don't want to die. Not now, not like this. It's inhumane, but it's the only chance I have.
No! Mama!
What is this place? How did I end up here?
Welcome to my temple, Lazarus. This is the place where we will finally meet.
I can't feel anything. Has the moment come?
You've been allowed far too much time to prepare yourself. Don't you think? In the meantime, I was craving to finally meet you.
Show your face.
You won't be pleased to be in my presence.
Show your face, I said! You were right, but you wouldn't be so bad with a bit of eyeshadow.
After all these months, I still struggle to understand your humor. It must be a strange defense mechanism. But sometimes you humans know how to be very inscrutable.
Who are you?
Do you really need to ask? You should have grown used to my presence by now. You take me to bed at night. You wake up perceiving me in the coolness of your pillow. When you walk, you also bear my weight.
You're the poison running through my veins. What are you waiting for? If everything I've done or will do will inevitably lead me to this moment, we might as well get it over with now.
You've been a worthy enemy, and that's why I'll be merciful. There will be no slow defeat. Your flesh won't rot. You'll keep your dignity, just a bite, and then the nothingness.
Tekla?
Are you giving up so easily? Get up!
I don't.
Stand up, cretin!
Lo and behold, things are getting interesting after all.
He's mine. Get lost, you bloated primate. This moment is ours. I won't allow any interference. You insist on not understanding.
The human being is weak and pretentious. He thinks he can control the world, but he is wrong. Your DNA is the perfect receptacle of our existence. We just need a crack in the door, and we enter and take control.
In your case, you open wide the entire gate because of your weakness.
Delicious, intoxicating smoke. We will eat your lungs. We will eat you alive.
You're claiming victory too soon. Look at you. You don't even have the energy to talk. While we're everywhere. Unstoppable. Uncontrollable. You're right. I can't beat you. But in these last days, I've realized there is a way to slow you down.
Finish your job, Bundy.
Stop that infernal being once and for all.
Make up for
our
mistakes.
Now I get why they call you the Mutt.
You can't actually be here.
Well, in a certain sense, I am.
There's no going back, is there? I wish I had more time. But, in the end, there's never enough time, is there?
Come on now. I can't help you with Radwed. But I can give you one little push.
I've got it.
I don't understand! You can't resist the hand of glory!
The sigillum mammoth is protecting me, but I don't have much time. I can't get any closer. The energy that flows through it would destroy me. It won't help me counter that power. Force field is surrounding it, shielding it from the outside. I can't get any closer. Yes, I can. I can move.
No! Back! Stay back!
If I touched it directly, I'm sure I'd die instantly. One last effort.
I don't...
I finally found the way to shut your mouth. Why wasn't I satisfied? I mean, I had what I wanted, didn't I? Final blaze, a last heroic act before going. The reputation of Lazarus Bundy was safe, and the web of lies did its job. Lies. Maybe that was the whole point. I had planned to lie to everybody. I had become so good at it that I didn't even notice anymore. But I didn't plan on lying to you too. The first time was difficult. But the second was devastating.
Radwood failed.
That means I will have to correct his mistakes.
What do we do with the baby?
I'll personally take care of him. And the Westerner.